Hey, yo, what up? This is Nick, head coach of Olivine City Psyducks, recording commentary because people made a bunch of excuses and didn't do it when they were supposed to. But besides that, this battle is between the Cyndaquils and the Ampharos in Week 9. I watched it a while ago and I don't remember what happened, so I'm just gonna sort of kind of blind. Holy shit, this is a long battle. Why is it like 20 minutes? Great. Okay, so we got Nymera. I think should buy Nymeria. The newly acquired Olivine Ninetales going up against a Celebi. Not the best matchup for Celebi. But I mean, I guess it gets a Stealth Rock because it's expecting that Aurora Veil, which is it's pretty common because it's pretty awesome. You get 8 turns of, depending on what item you're holding, 5 to 8 turns of a boosted defense and special defense. That's pretty freaking good. And with that hail up, you get perfect accuracy. Blizzards, yeah, it's a pretty good wombo combo right there. So Nymera was given Celebi seed. You know, that's what it do. Plants its seeds, sows them, gets them all over the place. Little sticky seeds that just get everywhere. It's a real mess. Celebi leaves, understandably, because it was gonna die. And then we got big old Dipper, who's leading the league with like 1 billion points for all the tank tits it gets, because holy shit, look at that. Like, definitely the best EVO light user out there. There's really nothing else that can compete with it, because it's just that normal typing plus just really good bulk and a power swap that's interesting. You're still staying in with Nymera, which, I mean, slowly losing health, which is just giving Dipper more health. And now it's paralyzed, so that's a bit unfortunate. But currently Brenden does not have any ground types, so he couldn't have switched anybody into that. Unfortunate for him. I think he's just sticking with this to try and get a freeze. Here's going to be some half damage, so that does pretty much nothing. The hail stops. I think Brendan's about to make a mistake soon. I don't remember exactly, but I think, yeah, he goes for an Aurora Veil for some reason. I assume it was a misclick, and then Dipper also tried to paralyze, so I don't know. I don't really know what that turn was all about. But yeah, Nymera finally leaves. It probably should have left a few turns ago. And Roadkill comes in, which I'm not sure how good of an idea this is, because it takes the Stealth Rock's damage and then takes the Thunderbolt. Actually, it took that really well. So never mind, I guess that wasn't a bad idea. Destroys a bit with its leftovers. Dipper leaves, understandably. And Ariel comes out. I guess it kind of looks like a clam? Or maybe it's supposed to be like a dolphin? Or I don't really know. Defog goes out, gets rid of the Stealth Rocks. Lowers evasiveness. And some more lefties heals, which it really doesn't want to stay out against this because fairy types and the Aurora Veil wears off. So Ariel uses Taunt, which, I mean, yeah, it's understandable to stop that Tailwind. Most unfortunate for Brenden. Let's see, Calm Mind, now it starts setting up. So this is definitely not something that Roadkill wants to stand against. It is a very scary Pokemon now that it's at a +1 special defense and special attack. Knockoff doesn't do much damage because it's resisted, but does get rid of its leftovers, so no more recovery for you. Big Mama comes out. Blissey, a big old egg-shaped lady. Big old special wall, even with a +1, really doesn't do all that much damage. So it heals up a little bit with its leftovers, even though that little bit was probably like 50 health. I wasn't really paying attention just because Blissey's got ridiculously high HP. That's pretty much all it's got going for it. And special defense, I guess. It's like 135 in special defense or something. Good old 50 damage from that seismic toss. Good old 50 damage. Big Mama leaves, understandably, because it gets killed like really hard by everything that comes out of that Pokemon. Excadrill. That's a big ol' iron head. But Excadrill doesn't really want to stay in here because it doesn't get any stab, plus a Foul Play is not its best friend. Misty Surge gets set back up. It's kind of this whole rigmarole again. Knockoff goes. It really doesn't do much. Assuming he's trying to knock off, like, I'm just guessing maybe a Choice Scarf that's on Excadrill. My guess. And for some reason he stays in? Like, maybe he knows he can take a Moonblast. And then, yeah, sets up his Tailwind. So, not a bad idea. Especially if you know you can take that hit. You definitely want to stay in. Well, not definitely, but if you know you can survive it, it's not a bad idea to stay in. Goes for the Roost with this +2 speed and does outspeed and heals up. And takes a Scald, so I'm assuming that Raul was expecting a switch, which he did not correctly predict. And now Roadkill, yeah, switches out because it set up the Tailwind. Namera comes back out. The problem with Tailwind is it lasts for such a short time. You really only get a couple turns where it's really helpful. And a Moonblast is going to come out into a paralyzed Namera and be enough to pick up the KO. So most unfortunate that he wasn't able to get that Aurora Veil back up. But now he is going to get a few turns of extra damage out on the enemy team. Strider comes out. Aerial leaves, understandably. It doesn't want to take a big old fat poison attack. Z move, I'm pretty sure is Acid Downpour. But Z poison, I mean, big damage. Does a lot of damage. Protean. Acid Downpour. Boom. He was going to use that against me when we fought week 7, but he had a big nugget instead of a Z-Crystal on him. But it didn't matter because he still beat me. Dipper's buffeted by the hail. And really didn't take all that much damage, so most unfortunate for Strider. Protean again. Ice Beam. Pretty solid damage, but now he's paralyzed. So this Dipper can just fucking dole out status effects because it just takes hits to the face all day long. Even when paralyzed, I'm pretty sure Greninja's is faster. Jellyman comes in, good special wall and special attacker, but very weak to Earthquakes. So for anybody worried about fighting an Iolego, they do not like the Earthquakes. And Teriyaki comes back in. Sorry, I'm trading some Pokemon with Mike right now. And Ariel comes back out, understandably, a Pokemon that doesn't mind his fighting moves at all, and can dunk on him with some Fairy. And Earthquake. So I think you can take those pretty well. Yeah. Takes those really well. And Tywin leaves the Teriyaki. And the Big Mama is back in the house. Take another Moonblast. Which really doesn't do much because it's Blissey. Got 362 health at level 50. That's ridiculous. It puts it like, I don't even know what it is. Close to 750 or something at level 100. Maybe 720. I don't know. Something freaking ridiculous. But boom, laying down those seismic tosses for that 50 damage. Ooh, baby. We have a lot of these cycling turns where pretty much anything happens. Rock Slide, though, did make a predict. So that hurts Roadkill quite a bit. means I don't think it survives another hit at this point. He does not have any type of choice scarf, but an iron head with that stab is enough to kill the birdie. Oh, we're only halfway through this battle. Terrain is gone again. Tywin comes in, which is probably not the greatest idea. I mean, he outspeeds... no, he outspeeds Big Boss. It's not a bad idea at all. Like, sure, an iron head would have killed him pretty hard, but, not bad. Onion avoids the attack. Most unfortunate. Yeah, Brenden had a bit of bad luck this fight. But, you know, the RNG, it giveth and it taketh. So, sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches and hope you don't get screwed over too hard by the game. It's called the road, it's called the Rainbow Road. It is the road that you go. It's called the road, it's called the Rainbow Road. Yeah, it's a fun song. I'm gonna bring that one back up. That's a fun song. We're gonna unmute the computer. Rainbow Road is where you go when you die. Here we go. This will play in the background. You can listen to this while I'm trading some Pokemon with Mike. It's called the road, it's called the Rainbow Road. It is the road that you go. It's called the road, it's called the Rainbow Road. And you will know when you get there. It's called the road, it's called the Rainbow Road. It is the road that you go. It is the road that you go. It's a road, the Rainbow Road. It's a road, the Rainbow Road. It's a road, the Rainbow Road. It's a picture in hand took. It's a road we're all gonna go. This Rainbow Road is where you go when you die. It's Rainbow Road. I'll miss you again, Uncle. It's Rainbow Road. It's where you go when you die. It's Rainbow Road. I'll miss you again. Alright, that was fun. Okay. So I got the Pokemon from Mike. Now I need to check them and make sure he didn't screw them up again. He got 10 out of 12 done correctly, so credit where credit's due. Let's see. Checking my DJ Hot Tech. Yeah, baby. Okay, he looks good. Let's check this other one that I got. Brendan's Pokemon, because Brenden is not available. There you go, that looks right. Good job. There we go, Mike. Good job. Perfect. Good job, buddy. Okay. So really not much has happened in this battle. We still have fucking, what, 7 or 8 minutes. So yeah, it's Big Mama out again against Denialago. Ariel comes back. It's just a whole bunch of back and forth stuff. Very riveting battle we've got going on here. I also kind of have Jacob's got a stream going on in the background, and I fight him next week, and I'm well, next week, I mean tomorrow at this point, because this is all happening so late. But yeah, I fight him, and I'm not looking forward to it, because fuck his team. Like, seriously. Just his top OUs are just not fun. Tabulele, Garchomp, and Bisharp. That's just not fun to look down the barrel of. Like, at all. Very much not fun to look down in the slightest bit. Equipping an item to my Pokemon to get ready for the battle that I have tomorrow. Yeah, so Dipper against Blissey. This is a really exciting part of the battle. Super exciting. Holy shit, this goes on forever! Oh, I should look up another YouTube video or something. Let's see. Let's save my game now that I have stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I changed my outfit. I've been trying to change it like every week. In the game, I haven't changed it every week, but you know, I've tried. This battle is going to go on forever. It is never going to end. Oh, Jacob's playing Gangplank Galleon. I want to listen. I'm gonna unmute him so I can hear it. Oh. Oh, damn it! I missed it. Oh well. Gangplank Galleon's a fun one. I'm gonna look up the a fun video. It's someone did something funny with one from the Smash Ultimate game. Oh wait, no. Gotta go back to the beginning. Okay, that's muted. That's unmuted. Okay. Oh, it's a fun video. Maybe I'll just like edit these into maybe I'll put the links in the description so people can watch the videos that I was watching, because they're fun. There's some fun videos. We're just gonna do some stuff. Okay, Gizzy finally came out in this battle. So Gizzy is actually like, it's kind of how the downfall of Brenden in this fight. For reasons. I mean, not just because some bad stuff happened for Brenden, but some good stuff happened for Gizzord over there. And it gets some pretty solid stuff. So now that I've got those links saved for the videos. Okay, watching that again. Ironhead goes on a Big Mama and causes a flinch. Most unfortunate, because I think Big Mama was going for, I mean, probably would have been good to go for the Thunder Wave to paralyze it. Oh no, goes for Toxic, but it is avoided. I don't know if the Toxic would have been a better idea. Big Mama goes for the Protect, kind of just to soak a turn. I don't know if it has its leftovers anymore. Yes, it does. Okay, so trying to recover a little bit of health, which it currently has 147 health, which is more than a lot of Pokemon in the league. And goes for Toxic, gets it off. So I mean, if the Toxic had hit 2 turns earlier, it would have had 2 turns of Toxic buildup, which would have been, what, about a fifth of health, I guess? But, and then another turn, yeah, it would again, yeah, so, yeah, would have had 4 turns of Toxic damage instead of just 2 before Blissey is inevitably going to die next turn. I think. Where does it get another turn of Protect off? No, it fails that double protection and is going to get taken out by Gizzy. So yeah, I mean, unfortunate that the attack missed. Yeah, Gizzy is now at like almost 2/3 health, so it was close. If it had hit 2 turns earlier, it would have been under half health at this point. And Big Boss comes out to face off against Sparks. And I think the reason that Raul did this was just to stop taking so much damage from the toxic poison, which is highly understandable because, I mean, Gizzy is the best attacker that he has left, I believe. So yeah, he's only got 2 Pokemon, so yeah, this thing's the best thing he's got going for him right now. Yep, and then Strider comes out. The Accelerock does a critical hit of damage, which, another unfortunate thing for Brenden, because since he's paralyzed and it is a priority move, down goes the Greninja, who could have easily Ice Beamed and killed Gizzy. So if that crit would not have gone off, I believe he could have Ice Beamed. And now that it's just Sparks left with his 4 times Rock weakness, yeah, it's not looking good for the shiny little Dragonfly. So he goes down very easily. So I believe that, yeah, that's the end of the fight. So a very long, drawn-out fight, but that's kind of because you have a bit of stall between the Blissey and the Porygon 2, and a bit of stall, I mean a shitload of stall. But yeah, it was an interesting match. It got kind of boring in the middle. Sorry guys, I'll post links to those videos in the description because maybe you'll want to watch those in that part. Maybe I'll edit them in the bottom corner, who knows. But yeah, interesting battle. We'll see where you guys go in week 10, so deuces.